The trial begins, it seems. Where is this room? Oh my. Please sit wherever you like. I only ask that you remain calm no matter what you hear. I need to head over there. Don't worry. The trial will be fair. Now that everyone is gathered, let us begin. I'm just having a look around, seeing who's here. The Grandmaster Vaka, away from Munster for the time being. I, Jean Gunhilder, will oversee today's proceedings. Hello? Mr. Dahlia, Deacon of the Church of Favonius, will serve as assessor. As representative of our respective organizations, we will ensure a just verdict in this case.
Oh, that's a new face! Deacon of the Church. Does that mean he works with Barbara and Rosaria?
You're saying that quite loud, Paimon. Everyone can hear you. The defendant in today's case is the captain of the investigation team, Albedo. Albedo, what did you do? Certain aspects of this case are classified, and it remains uncertain whether the alleged victims are citizens of Mondstadt. As such, the trial is not open to the public. The identities of the victims are still unknown? Strange. If guilt is established in this case, all facts will be made public after the final verdict is delivered. Now, the captain of the logistics company, Miss Hertha, will present the charges. The court appoints Mr. Kaya to speak on Mr. Albedo's behalf, you might say. Are both parties ready to proceed? Yes.
Ready to proceed.
Miss Hertha, the floor is yours.
Prior to this trial, the Knights of Favonius, in conjunction with the church, launched an investigation into Mr. Albedo for suspected murder and unlawful disposal of human remains.
Murder?
A witness stated that, 11 days ago, in the middle of the night, she saw the defendant southeast of the city gates, dragging a large object she later identified as a human body.
No. There's no way!
We now call that witness to the stand. Beatrice, please tell us what you saw.
Beatrice? So, is that what she was trying to tell Quinn earlier?
Well, I was out late that night on business, and when I came back, I saw someone in the moonlight that looked like Mr. Albedo. He was dragging a huge bag of some kind. I thought it was strange, so I followed him. Then, there was a sudden flash of golden light. The bag opened, and inside there was a body. Mr. Albedo's vision allows him to manipulate the ground with ease. So he buried it, and then removed any traces on the ground. Before he left, it seemed like he looked in my direction. Maybe it was just my imagination, but I was terrified thinking he might kill me too. Luckily, he didn't see me.
I now turn to the defendant. Describe your whereabouts that night. I was working in my office on the second floor of the Knights of Favonius headquarters. That's right. The next day, the defendant submitted his latest environmental report on the Dragon's Spine region. Considering the length of the text, it must have taken a considerable amount of time to finish.
Can anyone attest to the fact that the defendant was working in his office that night?
Yeah, if we can get proof of that, No.
Then the length of the report is not a sufficient alibi.
This isn't looking good.
If the crime did occur as you described, then what about the body? You mentioned the joint investigation. Well, was the body recovered?
Not yet.
What do you mean, not yet? In other words, you dug up the location Miss Beatrice described and found nothing. You don't find that suspicious? Yeah.
I know know what I saw.
Yeah, but...
I'm telling the truth, Miss Hertha, I swear. Also, didn't you say that speaking out would help protect the people of Mondstadt? Otherwise, I'd never put myself out here like this.
You're doing the right thing. Besides, the investigation wasn't fruitless. A single man's shoe and a torn piece of fabric were found in the bushes near the crime scene. The same location the witness described. If no crime occurred, then is all this just a coincidence?
And yet, no victim has been identified, correct?
It's true. No one has been reported missing. However, Miss Beatrice harbors no ill will toward the defendant. Her testimony clearly points to a crime, and she has no reason to lie.
Does the defendant wish to say anything in response? You may believe otherwise, Miss Hertha, but I did not kill a single person. As a knight and captain of the investigation team, I have a duty to protect Mondstadt and its people. You accuse me of a murder, but there's no body or motive. These things are kind of significant in a case.
The defendant raises an important point. Motive. Yet, I must be frank, not all murders are premeditated. Spontaneous conflict can also have unforeseen consequences. Nevertheless, I don't intend to prosecute this case on circumstantial evidence alone. Which brings me to the second charge against Mr. Albedo.
Second charge?
Yeah, what? Please proceed.
7 days ago, at dawn, a witness saw the defendant dispose of the body of an adult male in the area between Dragonspine and Dawn Winery. I now call the second witness to the stand.
Wait, that's...
Dear Luke? Please tell the court what you saw. At around 3:40 in the morning, I saw Mr. Albedo dispose of a body beneath a cliff. It was dark, but he used the power of Geo to illuminate his surroundings. From what I could tell, it looked like the body of an adult male. Tall and thin, but couldn't make out the age. He buried the body underneath the cliff and smoothed out the ground to remove any traces.
We now have accounts from two separate witnesses that describe the same modus operandi. Would you call that a coincidence?
I would only inquire as to what Mr. D-Luke was doing in that area so early in the morning. Not the most opportune time for a stroll. Is there such a thing? Dawn Winery is my home. It's not unusual for me to take walks in the area. I mean, we know his whole, dark night kind of aspect. I just happen to be in the right place at the right time. That's all. Master D-Luke is a well-respected figure in Mondstadt. See no reason for him to flame Mr. Albedo. Yet the question remains, where are the bodies? Yeah. It'd be that case of, sure, if there was missing people, if there was missing people and Albedo's a suspect and they're going through the motions of that, you'd be like, okay, check where apparently he buried the bodies. And then if there's none there, it's like, that raises questions. That you can't, I'd say, you can't really hold a trial until an investigation is massively done to find out where the bodies are. Who's missing? What's going on? It's like, can you explain yourself, Albedo? What were you burying? What happened there? There's too many questions. It doesn't feel like it should be at the trial stage.
Before you suggest a lack of evidence, Mr. Kaya, you should know. After the defendant left that morning, the witness found this where the body was buried.
So he buried a box? And this is what looks like the teeth and femur of a human. Oh, right, okay. Inside the box. Now, it does beg the question. The burial was fresh. Why is this all that remains of the body? But I suppose Mr. Albedo is the only one who can answer that. Yeah, for now, Master D-Luke. I do believe I hear a presumption of guilt in there somewhere.
These remains suggest an accelerated rate of decomposition. Considering the defendant's profession, there's reason to suspect that alchemy is at play here. Both witnesses saw golden light, a known byproduct of alchemy. That's how the defendant destroyed the bodies. The light also explains how the witnesses were able to get a clear view of the events in the dark.
So, that's your angle. Alchemy. A logical assessment, but we have witnesses of our own. The afternoon before the alleged second murder, Mr. Albedo had a lengthy intellectual exchange with his student, Sucrose. The two were in the library until the next morning. Why did the discussion last so long? Miss Sucrose was presenting the results of her research. She noted some flaws in the data and insisted on reviewing her calculations until the next morning, with Mr. Albedo present. That's right. We were in the library together.
You're certain Mr. Albedo was present the whole time?
Yes, and I know Mr. Albedo would never kill someone. He could never be that cruel.
Nevertheless, the other witnesses have no reason to lie. Tell me, Miss Sucrose, that meeting in the library, were you awake the whole time? Sounds like a considerable duration to go without sleep.
Oh,
I do hope you can be truthful with us. It concerns the safety of countless Mondstadt citizens. A crime like this cannot go unpunished.
I'll take it from here. During our meeting, Sucrose did fall asleep not long after midnight. It's all right, Sucrose. You don't have to lie for me. This is a sacred place of judgment. The truth is paramount. Mr. Albedo? I see. Then I'm afraid your alibi cannot be substantiated. Do you understand? Yes, I know claiming innocence without proof isn't enough. Yeah, but can't exactly have guilt without proof. I mean, you've got bits. Okay, that sort of thing. Like, they didn't find a body; they found bits of skeletons. It's like, can you do an analysis on them? It's like, what's the level of tech you have with your investigations here? Should we get people from Fontaine here to be like, can you guys come investigate what's going on here, please? Because this is more your thing, kind of situation. But the prosecution's argument has its own holes. Yeah. It's like that's the thing. It's like, I agree with his point. It was like, yeah, my own point as well, where it's like, you've not got really anything on your side either that leads to this accusation. Like, it's still a question of like, what are you doing, mate? What is going on? Can you explain? But to lead to a trial, it's like, what's going on? But the prosecution's argument has its own holes. There's been no mention of a motive, or what exact method could reduce a human body to those remains.
No conclusive evidence of guilt. But the witness accounts do match to an extent that can't be dismissed. This is a tricky one.
Okay, so I was waiting for just one character to point out, like, yeah, this sort of like aspect of like, there's not enough here to be like, yeah, this is what's going on. It's like, we need more information. Again, it should be a massive investigation, and Albedo should be like, right, here's what I was doing. It's like, we need to know, yeah, but still, it's the trial situation. Like, why are we at a trial stage already?
Allow me to submit another piece of evidence. The investigators intercepted one of Mr. Albedo's correspondences. I will now read the pertinent parts to the court.
Oh? A correspondence? Oh no. That envelope does look like it belongs to Mr. Albedo.
I have never abandoned the subject of human research. In fact, delving deeper into Dragonspine has led me to realize that the concept of life could be further expanded and transformed into that of birth. The mystery of human birth is often linked to death. As such, death is the most suitable material for the creation of new life. To that end, we must engage in a process of putrefaction and refinement.
Oh, has he been delving into necromancy? Because then it's like, well, that's not murder. That's desecration of corpses and stuff, you know. That's a different matter, Albedo. Putrefaction and refinement.
Is that in reference to an alchemical process?
The letter continues. Experimental trials have been carried out in the northwestern part of Dragonspine, in the area southeast of Mondstadt's main gate. The data is as expected. Just as you endeavored to do, I too shall take up the path of creation and break through current limitations to reach a new realm of living beings.
You want to be careful, you're going to unleash a zombie apocalypse by the sounds of it. I trust the investigators have confirmed this to be the defendant's handwriting, and that the letter makes more than passing mention of putrefaction and refinement.
Correct. Not to mention, the locations indicated in the letter match both crime scenes. What more can we trust than the defendant's own words?
Triple dot.
No, it can't be true.
I can't believe it.
A guilty verdict cannot be delivered without sufficient evidence. In order to protect all parties involved, that is what our principles demand. My original assessment was that we lacked said evidence.
I still believe we do, for the accusation at least.
But now, it seems the only remaining questions are the identities of the victims and the specific alchemical process used in this case.
Huh. Then we are in agreement. The evidence is conclusive. On the charges of murder and unlawful disposal of human remains, the court finds the defendant guilty. It's like, I'd say no to the murder bit, but the unlawful disposal of human remains, like, maybe? It's more a case of like, did he try to reanimate stuff? Because that feels like what's more going on there. It's like, no, he's not committed murder. He's tried to bring life to the dead, which is a problem in itself. The people in attendance appear shocked. No one can believe a kind and well-mannered person like Albedo could commit such a crime. Jean stipulates that those unsatisfied with the verdict will have time to submit an objection or appeal, but most appear hopeless in this moment. As you watch Albedo being taken back to headquarters, you get a strange feeling that something is hidden and is about to come to light. It all comes back to the letter, a secret that you and Albedo know all too well, but the people of Mondstadt have yet to discover.
Why would Albedo do something like that? Oh, this has to be a nightmare.
Albedo told me a secret once, that he was a synthetic human created through alchemy. Would that have something to do with this case? But what? Following Reindottier's footsteps just because he's an alchemic creation? Would only make him more suspicious. Well, this took a turn for the worse.
Rosaria! Oh, when did you get here?
She was behind us like the whole time. I've been here the whole time, yeah. I happen to have a message to pass along. For us? Yes. You are needed at Star Snatch Cliff. He's waiting for you there.
Who is he?
You'll know when you get there. Well, yeah, obviously. Go on now. Time is like the wind. It waits for no one. Or it loops back on itself. Uh-oh. Maybe later. Because I don't feel like I need to recap. So Star Snatch, let's go from there. Still didn't check out that map in Jean's office, did I? Alright, let's get up there as quickly as we can. God, is that coming? Is that a way up or a way down? Not sure. Alright. Morning. Morning. Haven't seen your type around for ages. Mainly because we haven't been to Mondstadt in ages.
Bring it!
Bring it! Where exactly are we going up here? There. Where's the sun? Is it behind that cloud? Nope. Higher up, higher up. Ah! Hello!
Ah, traveler! Paimon! I could hear your arrival upon the wind. Were you looking for me?
Apparently.
Venti, did you send us that message?
No, I did.
Whoa, where did you come from? Wait, Venti, do you know this guy? His name is, what is his name again?
Dahlia.
Didn't think I was that unmemorable. I'm Dahlia, Deacon of the Church of Favonius, and Herald of the Animo Archon Barbados. Not gonna forget next time, right?
Nope. We'll remember your name. Derek? Was it? Derek? So you called us here so we could meet with Venti.
That's right. I noticed you during the trial. The legendary honorary knight. You seem to have a lot of thoughts on your mind, so I thought we should have a chat. After all, I am the Herald of Barbados. If the people of Mondstadt are in danger, I should keep the Animo Archon in the loop.
Wait then, you know about...
About what? The fact that my tavern-hopping nomad of a friend is Barbados himself?
Well, yes, that.
Don't worry, Dahlia and I are close. He knows everything. Besides, a god needs someone to communicate their will in a formal setting, and no one does that better than Dahlia.
I like the fact we can see all, like, our little adventures and stuff we've done in the background on the horizon. The different things we've done.
Not that I saw that coming when we first met. But back to the matter at hand. I believe you two already know about Albedo's background.
If you mean his true identity, then yeah, we do.
So, you know too, Venti? That's surprisingly Archon-like of you.
Ah, well, I knew from the moment Rhine-Daughter and Alice brought Albedo to Mondstadt. When those two are in town, no one can afford to slack off. The Kryda Prince, a perfect specimen of synthetic life. At this stage of the case, there are countless questions surrounding Albedo's motive. His true identity is a potential weakness.
A synthetic being loses control of their sanity and goes on a killing spree. That's how a novel would frame the story, and people are inclined to agree.
Albedo has told us before that humans often value the ordinary over the transcendent and miraculous.
And the slightest difference is perceived as other. A very common phenomenon.
Which means we need to find a way to help your friend.
What do you know about the situation, Venti?
Me? Well, I know that Albedo is a synthetic being, and that a lot of strange things have been happening in Mondstadt, even though Windbloom should be about drinking and having fun.
We noticed that too! The minute we got here, something was off.
You share your observations with Venti and Dahlia.
I've picked up on most of those too. Miles is out of sorts. Beatrice seems anxious. Although I didn't know Donna stopped being interested in Master Diluc.
When no love remains for the songs to tell, the world becomes naught but an empty shell. Cruel is said fate, cruel it may be, were it not for a hero who could set us all free.
Alright, and randomly singing, alright. A bit odd, but you know.
What are you getting at, Tone Deaf Bard?
Oh, just making a comment. There are always unavoidable trials in life. At least, that's what Barbados would say. A certain someone is going to need to overcome a trial like that. In such cases, even the Seven know better than to tamper with fate. If only there was a brave soul willing to aid their friend in his time of need. Should he meet a terrible fate, all of Mondstadt could be worse for it.
If you wanted our help, you could have just asked, you know.
Well, even if Albedo wasn't at the center of this case, protecting Mondstadt is part of being an honorary knight, right? You'll still have help, of course, which is why I prepared a little surprise. Behold!
Uh-oh. I'm worried about this.
A bomb!
Oh, it's just one of Clee's.
Don't worry, I removed the fuse, so it's not going to explode. Say hello to the Dodo communication device.
Why is it a communication? But it's a part. But you said it's not going to explode, which means it. How's it also a communication device?
So, this thing belongs to you now?
We're old pals. Don't think she'd care if I borrowed it for a few days. Anyway, this invention, with a little help from a trick of mine, will allow us to keep in touch. Just take it out and we can chat.
A trick? Oh, we'll do our best to uncover the truth. Oh dear.
That's all I ask. No matter what comes, you have the wind on your side.
Do we now? I'll speak to you two.
I suppose we're old pals too at this point.
Indeed. Your companionship is like a breeze that lingers in the air, warm and familiar.
In all this time, I've never witnessed Lord Barbados approach anything in a serious manner. Perhaps this time, I'm in for something special.
Barbados? Serious? Oh, you give him too much credit.
Hardly. It's not blind faith, you know. I've always had unwavering belief in the animal Archon.
Is that so? Oh, I wonder what Barbados thinks about that. You should pray to him and find out.
Good idea. I'll tell him I still haven't deciphered his drunken musings from our 3 trips to the tavern last month. His wisdom is sure to reveal itself in time.
Oh, you know what? Forget about Barbados, Dahlia. Treat me to a drink instead. You wouldn't refuse me, would you?
A dear friend like you? Never.
Oh dear, Venti. Right, so back to headquarters! Just do some skating on top. Oh, it's one of those little portal thingies. To the story mode. Oh, see if we can have a look. I want to look at the map! I want to look at the map. I know you all must be shocked. But the evidence is solid. Albedo's situation is not looking good.
I still don't believe Albedo would do something like that. Using living people as alchemical test subjects? It's like something out of a novel.
Yeah, the map just seems, I don't know, something about it seems different. And I want to compare it, which is difficult when I can't go in the room. At this point, anyway.
Perhaps it's best for me to remain impartial, but I've worked with Albedo before. He's an alchemist, not a sadist.
I think it's everything like in the top left. And above the winery. It's like, it's not as developed as it is now, and it becomes very obvious to us who have played through the game. Yeah. And this version of events is as hard for me to accept as anyone. But Varka once said Albedo is very different from the rest of us. Perhaps there are things we still need to learn about him. Let's see what Albedo has to say for himself first. Would you mind giving me a moment, everyone? A private matter requires my attention.
Hey, Jean!
Hello! TheTwitGamer Paimon, perfect timing. Kaya has a favor to ask. Like Jean said, after the verdict, we have time to submit an appeal, and I will do my utmost to convince Albedo to accept. He's been acting strange, and I can't read him for the life of me. But I need you two to start investigating the case. Investigate the case? Yes. It's almost time for you two to get involved. Are you sure? We're just adventurers after all? As well as honorary members of the Knights of Favonius and Albedo's friends. Kaya and I already have an official involvement in this case. We need a pair of fresh eyes. I know it's against the spirit of the season to task you with this, but Albedo is a trusted member of our ranks. We owe him the benefit of the doubt. Understood. I'll look into the case on my own. I know you'll get to the bottom of this, TheTwitGamer. You've never failed us in our time of need.
accusations turn out to be true?
Sentence will be done. Then you will have done Mondstadt a great service all the same. I'm expecting a retrial. Until then, you're welcome to have a look around Albedo's office on the 2nd floor. I'm counting on you. Right, let's look at the map. Let's look at the map. That's what I want to look at. Like, 'cause yeah, like this area up there, we're shooting hearts at. Like that area. It's like, it's missing the topography of like everything around here. That just feels very, very strange. Just feels very, very strange up there. Is the lake right as well down near the Dawn Winery? Yeah, the shape's a little different. The shape's a little different. Not got like the river there either, have you? On the map. Well, I suppose you have, just not... That doesn't seem the same as well. Anyway. Oh, well, seeing as you've not got voice acting, I'm not going to bother. Right, Albedo's office. On the 1st floor, they said? Well, they said the 2nd floor, but you know.
Wait, Captain Kaya! Surely I can't just...
These two are here on Jean's orders. She asked them to investigate Albedo's office.
Oh, in that case, head on in.
I will.
So this is Albedo's office. Pretty much exactly how Paimon pictured it.
Alright, I have some work of my own. So I'll leave you to it. Good luck, you two.
Right back at ya.
There's Fontaine stuff in here. You can tell by the designs. Like here, that's Fontaine stuff right there. It's got that sort of Art Nouveau, Art Deco style going on around the place. Like these boxes here, it's like they look Fontainian as well. It's like, yeah. Can we not investigate like loads of different things? Like maybe he's got a copy of Woo Baby over here. You know, it'd be funny if he did. Be like, wait, what? Because I know they often make little nudges and winks towards the Trail series here and there. They do that. It's like they are fans of the series, like especially in Honkai Star Rail. So it's just a case of, it would be funny if they made the same observation as me and then Woo Baby appeared here. It'd be like, oh, it's here. It's here. It's possible.
All right, let's see what we can find.
Investigate the book. There's a stack of books on the desk. Mostly relating to alchemy, environmental science, and life science. Some of the pages have been marked with alchemical symbols, and others have S-shaped or triangular symbols drawn on them. Any potential meaning is unclear.
Wow, these books are so fancy! Albedo must have gone to great lengths to get them.
Investigate underneath the book. After moving the book, the desk looks almost empty. Your hands slipped while moving the book, causing the hardcover to strike the desk. The resulting noise is a bit unusual. Is it hollow? It's subtle, but to an experienced adventurer, sounds too hollow, almost like there's a compartment within the desk. Investigate underneath the desk.
Wait, it looks like there's a hidden compartment under the desk.
And there does appear to be a compartment added to one side of the desk. It was very well hidden. The lock mechanism is complex and seems to involve elemental power in some way. Perhaps you could try using the power of Geo. The compartment opens. Inside lies a piece of paper with more information. Investigate it. Okay. Festering is also a manifestation of rot. When festering forces and a sufficient amount of life energy collide, the two will repel each other, triggering a powerful side effect. When I tested this in an alchemical experiment, the results of the refinement were startling. Breaking through the shackles of life, the simulation of the project, I must take advantage of this opportunity.
The name of the project is blotted out in ink. What could it be?
The note mentions festering forces. Sorry if I startled you there. I imagine I did to someone. So I just read it in my head. It was like, it was a bit louder than I expected, but still. Which suggests that Dragon Spine could be involved somehow. If this has something to do with creating synthetic life, would Albedo go that far for one of its experiments? No, that can't be it. You're not going to question how it's floating, but alright. Amid the notes is a map with a few markings on it. Two of the marked locations correspond to crime scenes, and the third appears to be in Dragonspine. Okay. It's a hard pill to swallow, but the results of the joint investigation are correct. There could be a body hidden in the last location, or at the very least, what remains of one.
Huh. What does this mean? Oh, do you think something might also be buried at the last location? Alright, that seems to be it for this place. We should go tell Jean what we found.
We should go investigate the third place first. Which I believe was PlayStation 2? The third place? Do-do! 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 Go! Yeah, see?
Oh! Venti's calling! Let's answer!
How's the investigation going? Find anything?
Oh, we found stuff alright. Stuff that only makes Albedo look even more suspicious.
Well, I believe it will at first, yes.
I see. So, Albedo's researching something that doesn't help his case, huh?
You share what you learned with Venti?
Not promising. We should be grateful Albedo's true identity remains hidden. If it gets out that he's one of Rhindaughter's creations, there'd be no separating him from her past. As we both know, Rhindaughter's approach to alchemy and ethics was pure madness, and the evidence you just found, let's just say it could convince even those closest to him of his guilt. Perhaps even you.
It did. I don't think the handwriting was faked, and the notes also sounded like him.
Then it comes down to trust. Do you trust Albedo?
Absolutely, I do.
Yeah, he's our friend. We should keep the faith. And if he really is the culprit, he must have had a reason, right? Maybe he's just not allowed to talk about it. Yeah, that must be it.
Oh yeah, must be.
Either way, a fair investigation means coming to a conclusion presented by the facts.
Does that mean even Venti no longer believes in him? No, it's more a case of like, in order to prove innocence, we need the facts. Like we could be like, oh yeah, we trust him. It's like, that's not enough.
Remaining objective has its own value. Remember, none of this is your fault. Just report back with an honest assessment of the facts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's go find Jean and tell her what we learned.
Uh-oh.
Wait, that's Miles. What's he doing here?
Oh, sorry. I heard voices and wasn't sure if I should check who was inside.
How much did you hear?
It's okay. We're here on Jean's orders.
How much did you hear?
Ah, I see. I'll, leave you to it then.
Hold on. You didn't hear what we were saying, did you?
He did.
Oh, not really. Nothing that made sense anyway.
Uh-huh.
Well, do us a favor and just forget anything you might have heard, okay?
No, we should tell people that he might have heard.
Oh, sure. You got it.
We should tell people.
That map we found in the hidden compartment seems important. We should check out the marked locations.
Uh-huh. What's up?
Don't slip and fall.
Don't slip and fall. Oh, I was gonna say what's further up. We can't go further up. Alright. Oh. I thought we were gonna go tell Jean what was going on. Apparently not. I really thought we were gonna go tell Jean, be like, we got this location, we're gonna go check it out. We're gonna see what's going on over there. Down there. Huh. But I think we'll do that, actually, in the next part. Ooh. I should see about handing that in, claim my rewards, and get them as well, obviously. I mean, this is the thing, it's like, I'm assuming this quest came out before the one we've done previous with the keys. So it is odd that it's like in the book it's the opposite way around. Like maybe that they changed the order of that in that book, in the guide there, because that's come up now. That wasn't there before for me. Or maybe that happened because I selected the quest. I'm not sure. I'm not sure at all. But ooh. There's a gathering over here. I don't think I've ever seen a gathering over here.
That's quite a crowd over there.
Hi everyone. I'm Sansa, and I'm working on becoming a bard. Thanks for coming out today, and I guess I'll start the song now.
What's this related to?
All goes quiet on Starsnatch Cliff. High in the trees. All is...
Oh wait, sorry, that's not right.
High in the trees. No whiff of the wind. No sign of the birds. No flapping of wings.
Then it goes...
Pause. Pause for a moment. And...
Oh dear.
Oh gosh, this is so embarrassing. I'm making a complete mess of this. I didn't get tongue-tied at all on the 42nd time, or the 90th time. So why can't I get it right now?
The 42nd and 90th time?
Yep. I rehearsed this 100 times to try and perfect my performance. So, this is my 101st time playing this song, but my first time performing it live. I really thought it would go well this time, but nope, I blew it again. Though not for lack of practice, surely. I guess I need to figure out what I was doing right on my 42nd and 90th attempts and keep practicing.
Well, maybe the problem isn't the amount of practice, but something else.
Right. That amount of practice should have been more than enough. If it still isn't working, maybe it's more a question of how you've been practicing. Actually, the Traveler here has loads of experience with performing music. Why don't you tell us what your method is? Maybe we can give you some suggestions.
Oh please, I just dabble.
And, Paimon can give you pro tips from an audience perspective, as a highly seasoned and professional audience person.
Aw, that's so kind of you. I'm touched that you're willing to help me. Give me a second. Let me just check my notes. Or, actually, why don't I just give you my notes so you can read them for yourself?
Notes about what?
Just things I jot down after each practice. Stuff to watch out for, areas to improve on, etc. Oh, but you can ignore the second half. That's just my random thoughts on other people's performances and trying out different instruments.
The worn-out notebook records Sansa's detailed reflections on her rehearsals, but the random thoughts in the second half are quite verbose. Sounds less like journaling and more like an essay or research report.
Whoa, this is denser than the encyclopedias in the Mondstadt library. So are you like a music scholar, collector, librarian?
Well, my parents always hoped I'd become a scholar, so they made me take classes in all of those things and more. But now, I'm applying everything I've learned in academia to becoming a bard.
Sounds logical, but feels off somehow.
Well, I'm all ears. Where do you think I'm going wrong? Have I misunderstood some core principles of music theory, perhaps? Or am I approaching my rehearsals wrong?
I'm not sure I'm qualified to answer that. It feels like your efforts are misdirected.
Paimon never knew being a bard was such hard work. The tone-deaf bard always makes it look so easy. He never seems stressed out at all. And still, his singing and lyre playing always sound really great. Unless he's actually been practicing in secret.
Looking for me, TheTwitGamer?
Venti! Ah! Toad Death Bard, where did you come from?
Which wind brought you here? Why, the sweet wind of reminiscence, of course. Sweet with a hint of exotic flora, blowing from a land far away.
Well, Paimon sure hasn't missed that attitude.
Only met him like 5 minutes ago. Actually, I was just out taking a stroll in the countryside. You were there, do you not remember? When inspiration struck me like an apple falling from a tree. So I grabbed a leaf and hastily wrote down a few lines of verse. But before I could finish, there was a whoosh.
A whoosh?
No, a whoosh. Yes, the sound of a mischievous wind who insisted on being the first one to read my new poem. It whipped the leaf right out of my hand and whisked it away. I was about to give chase, but then I saw a dark silhouette appear and grab the leaf in its mouth. I sneezed a few times, and when I'd recovered, my second avid reader had vanished without a trace. Now I'm having the urge to sneeze again just thinking about it.
So it must have been a cat that stole the leaf, right? And with your allergies, you can't exactly go chasing it down.
I'll ask the cat what he thought of your poem.
I can help too, Venti. Your music has always been a huge inspiration to me, so it would be my honor. And, after we find it, could I get some advice on songwriting from you? Sorry, I know I shouldn't spring that on you. I was just worried if I stayed quiet now, I might be too shy to ask later, and I didn't want to let the opportunity slip by, so I'm sorry. I hope I didn't make this weird.
Adorable. It's fine. If problems are the veins on a leaf, inspiration is like the nutrients that flow through them. You've got to grab them while you can. So whatever the questions you have, ask away. I'll gladly share my thoughts with you.
Wow, really? Okay, I'll just grab my... Wait, where's my notebook? Oh, it's right here. Sorry, give me a second.
Sansa frantically flicks through the question page of a notebook, takes a deep breath, then explains her background and the issues she's having. I see. Well, it sounds like you've already mastered music theory and your instrument. Don't think you need my input on either of those.
Huh? But then, why did her performance go so badly despite all the effort she put in? There's gotta be a reason for it.
I guess I just lack that natural talent. Maybe I'm not meant to be a bard, huh?
For me, it just seems like you're overthinking it. So it's like you're thinking about what you're doing and not playing the music. So it's like you're not getting into the right mood for it. Once you do that, you'll be fine. That's my feeling on it anyway. Do you still remember why you wanted to become a bard in the first place?
Let me think. Maybe it was a sense of yearning. Back when my parents forced me to stay in my room and study, I'd always hear this bard singing outside the window. His wonderful melodies and beautiful voice were like a soft breeze that stirred my heart. I remember thinking to myself, if I became a bard, could I be free like him? Yeah, that's it. I wanted to be free and happy just like him. And like him, I wanted to share that joy with the whole world. But I get so nervous when I'm performing in front of a crowd. I try to mitigate that by doing plenty of practice to make sure nothing goes wrong. But it's no use. As soon as the performance starts, I get tongue-tied.
That reminds me of that song from Red Dwarf. It's called Tongue-Tied. It's a really good song. Well, I think you are a true bard.
What? But I can't even get my words out.
Didn't you say that you dreamed of becoming a bard for the sake of freedom and happiness? Bard's voice is like the wind. Nothing can tie it down, and nothing can stand in his way. Otherwise, you wouldn't have heard that bard's voice from your bedroom where you were studying. I do believe you're a true bard, but there's too much noise in your ears, and you've allowed that to drown out your own thoughts. That's what's holding you back. So basically, stop worrying about what other people think.
Exactly. If you really want to share freedom and joy with the world, first you need to be the freest and happiest person of them all.
Nice, Paimon. Sounds like you have the makings of a bard, too.
So, I've got to be my freest, happiest self in order to share that with others. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Oh, thank you all so much. I'll be sure to take that to heart.
Well, since we're all here, why not give it another shot with Twitga? And I accompanying you on our instruments. I'll be happy to.
In that case, Paimon will be the audience. Paimon is the most professional and freest audience you'll ever find.
Oh yes, quite good, yes, good. That was it?
That was my first ever successful performance in front of a crowd. For once, I didn't stumble over my words. Oh, I'm so happy.
Aw, it's like I want to give her a hug, like, you did well, yay!
Once the music started, it felt like I became one with the wind. I could roam freely, and nothing could stop me.
The audience definitely felt it too. Look, even that cat came to check out the show. Wait, a cat?
Meow. Ah, it must be my second avid reader. Let's go ask it about its thoughts on my, achoo!
Oh, Charcoal! So it was you! I'm sorry, that's my neighbor's cat. Whenever I'm rehearsing, it always comes to sit on the windowsill and listen in.
What was that in its mouth? Was it the leaf with Venti's poem?
Charcoal! That belongs to Venti. It's very important to him. Could you give it back?
Meow. Meow. See, I told you.
You've helped me so much. I feel bad that I have no way to repay you.
Hey, you've helped me plenty. You got my missing inspiration back, didn't you? That's a huge... Did you like the poem, Kitty? Is there I've had better. Oh, you liked it? That's not what I said. Oh, not so close. No more peeking. I haven't finished writing it yet. Phew, what a friendly feline. My friends, I hope to see you at my next performance.
Gone like the wind.
I can hardly believe I got a personal lesson from Venti himself. I must find time to thank him properly. Oh, and of course, I owe you two a huge thank you as well.
It's nothing.
I can't offer much, but why don't you take this songbook? It's from back when I was studying. I noted down all kinds of tunes from many parts of the world. Maybe you'll find it useful. Oh, and as well as tunes, I also collected all kinds of instruments. You're welcome to try them out anytime you want. It'll be great to have another musician to trade tips with.
Awesome! We'll definitely take you up on that.
Ooh. Collection of sheet music given to you by Sansa the Bard. Oh wait, that quest completed? It contains musical scores and performance insights gathered from various nations, penned in such details as to rival a musical encyclopedia. With such a collection at their disposal, a musician could play many enchanting melodies indeed. Oh. There's just a little quest to get that then. Essentially. Which is nice. I'm still wondering actually about this key. From the previous Archon quest we were doing. Not that. Where are we? So, it's key items. I'm looking around for it. There it is. So, on that ship that traversed the Sea of Stars, should be only 2 keys belonging to the golden-haired traveling twins. So I am wondering, like are the people, again, it's like, with the other option, are the people out there that don't have that key? Because it makes sense, like, either way makes sense. It's just, technically the stories have diverged. Like, if you're, like, playing the game and you handed her the key, your story is slightly different to my story now. Because you don't have the key, but I have the key. If that's what happened. But if something happened where you were given the key, it's like, well, relatively the same, you know. Like, because yeah, like the time loop aspect makes complete sense. That makes complete sense, like what they were doing there. It's just, it changes whether or not you potentially have the key. And I'm still intrigued as to whether or not on the other path you still end up with the key. Do you lose it? Because you should. So, Anyway, that's us done for this part. In the next part, we'll carry on with this and head off to Dragonspine. We'll see about that third location. See you in the next part. Ta-ra for now.